sweat the technique.
What's up?
What's up, baby? Oh my god.
Guesses, introduce yourselves.
Alyssa.
Charlie.
Oh, we're just friends.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. This is my one and only slave.
Oh god.
Would you be intimidated by someone who's suspect, like they might have feelings, like they're too nice? You know what I'm saying?
Like flirting with your significant other?
Yeah,
is
like
what you're trying to say?
Like they have a friend and their friend is like kind of too nice to the point that it's suspect. So would you be intimidated?
Would I know this person? If I know this person, then I don't mind.
Okay, you don't know
What if
the
that person
yeah,
is, like,
that's a good question.
To everyone, you know?
No, you don't know the person.
Well, then I'm gonna like ask about her.
How friendly is friendly?
Like they always buy your food, or like, or like
Well,
a
you know,
touchy
he's
person.
economically frugal, so
I was like, yes.
he's gonna take her.
True.
Buying you food, like, I don't know.
It'll save me money, so
I mean, I know. And then you're like, so why do you always let them buy you food? And
I'll just be like, hey, can you buy me two? One for my, person?
Yeah, and that's the other thing. They know that you're in a relationship, and they maybe have met you once or twice, but they still act the way they do.
No, honestly, I think it's like on trust. Like, if you know that he's not gonna do anything, then you shouldn't be intimidated. You should be more confident in yourself that you're the one.
True. And as a person, you should establish this boundary. You know what I mean? Like, how friendly is too friendly? And, I don't know. Just let them know up front.
Well, I would say that it's the fault because
Hey, but it could be the dude
because
also.
if she knows or if he knows that you're dating somebody, why would she even try to be friendly to begin with?
It's not.
No, they're not trying to be friends with you. It's like, let's say it's your friend that you knew for a long time, and then that's just how they are, but your significant other doesn't know that, and then they go, I kind of don't want you to see that person a lot anymore, but they're too friendly.
I think that's going to be a problem.
So you'll stop seeing that person?
No, I don't think so. I mean, if we're friends for a really long time,
you could always talk to them too, like be like, hey.
I guess communication is the key.
Yeah.
Just talk and be upfront. You know, if it's something you don't like, make it known. And if it's something you don't really mind, also make it known. You know. But if you hide it inside and you don't really express yourself,
Nothing's
then
gonna happen.
you're not really getting nowhere from that.
What is that? Satisfaction.
If you want satisfaction, you have to take action.
That's insatisfaction.
You're not doing anything with your life, you can't expect it to go somewhere. Alright, next question. Alright, so what are you guys' like, would you ever ghost someone?
What?
Ghosting is when
I'm old.
We're not up to this.
ghosting is when like you basically, they did something and then instead of, you know, doing a breakup, you just get out of their life. No telling them why, just
no closure,
bye.
no nothing.
You just walk out the door.
I mean, depends on the situation.
Alright, so I'll read you guys the story that is kind of crazy about ghosting. I couldn't find the screenshot or like the real post, but this is like a news article that wrote about it. So it's the girl that ghosted the guy. I came over to his house one morning to surprise him with breakfast and a video game he wanted, only to find him naked, asleep, and with his ex curled up in his arms. He didn't hear me come in, so I closed his bedroom door and left his breakfast and game on the kitchen counter along with the key to the house. I went to my car, deactivated my Facebook, blocked him on all other forms of social media. I then called my phone provider and changed my number before driving off. I texted family members and close friends that were no longer together to block him on social media as well. I didn't tell them why. She also ended the lease on her apartment and started a new job in a different city later that week. And then she says, I completely removed myself from him and didn't offer a shred of explanation or opportunity for dialogue. I disappeared from his life after his betrayal, and I think it'll not only help me to focus on myself without his presence, but I think completely shutting myself off from him will hurt worse than anything when he thinks on how good he had it with me these last 5 years.
That's something I would do. No lie.
should have took the game breakfast and the key with her though. Never mind.
No, honestly, yeah. If it's like that, I don't need to explain myself. He should know.
But he didn't see you.
I don't care.
I mean, it's true about what you said though. There was no closure.
It might take a while.
I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, well, that guy didn't deserve closure though.
Yeah. But if it's like just the two of us really not like clicking it, then yeah, there's a closure. I'm gonna talk about it. But if he's cheating, I don't need to explain myself.
So if somebody cheated on you, then you would ghost them.
Yeah.
What about you, Charlie?
What do you want me to like come in while they're naked? Join? Just kidding. Not join.
Join? What? Are you gonna give in to the guy's fantasy? He cheated on you.
No.
I think it's all circumstantial. I mean, it depends on what you had when you went into the relationship and what you want out of it. If you don't really want to,
we're talking about 5 years here.
Yeah.
They were dating for 5 years.
If you don't want to like put your energy into like explaining, you know, it depends on what you feel is right to do. So I mean, you just gotta do what's right. If you don't feel an explanation is necessary, then maybe not. You know, but if you want to have directness to what you're doing, then maybe like, hey, this is X, Y, and Z, and I'm out. You know.
But would you like tell them straight up, like right on the spot?
I probably would.
Yeah, because then
Take the video game,
then they won't
breakfast,
be like,
and the keys with me too.
because you can't lie.
My video
It's right
game,
there.
my breakfast now.
Yeah, I'd probably be direct. The best thing to do is handle the situation while it's still there, you know? Don't like wait till later.
It's gonna be like a snowball effect.
I feel like ultimately it's like, well, for me personally, I'd ghost if it was like her, if it was 5 years. But if it was like a short while or whatever, I'll just be like, so I saw you and I'm out, so bye. So, and just not even talk about it.
What if they'll be like, no, come back?
Then I'll be like, no thanks. You gonna pay for my gas for me to come back, or?
Look, do you think I came down here for nothing? You gonna give me some gas money? You got $5 on you?
Yeah, I think it's all circumstantial though. I mean, you just do what's right. But regardless of the situation, I don't think it's like, I don't know, necessarily good to stay. You know what I mean?
Because then he'll just keep doing it. Or she. He, she.
Yeah, we don't want to discriminate. Everybody cheats. I'm just kidding. What are your thoughts on testing them?
Love is not a test.
I mean, define the question. Like, are you just meeting this person for the first time? Have you been together for years?
So you've been together for like 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah, and then you want to go out, and for some reason or other, you want to go out with the boys, and then she's like, yeah, go out, but like in a way, you know, just in like a certain tone.
Oh, you mean like, okay, go ahead.
Like it's a test, you know, like you're thinking, is it gonna be one of those nights? Like, oh, I want to go out, but
She gonna be texting you while you're out.
she's gonna tell one of her friends to stalk me, or she's gonna stalk me. Just kidding. But so what are your thoughts on testing?
I mean, life in itself is always a test. I mean, damn, that's hard. I wouldn't necessarily say like intentionally do that, because ideally you'd want to be with somebody you don't really have to like go through the trouble of doing
And having
tests and all
to
that.
fail or pass.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you gotta have standards also. I'm not saying that, I don't know, it's really hard. Like, you gotta have standards of who you want to be with, and based on your standards, whether it's like low, then you might run into somebody you feel unsecure with, and then therefore you gotta start testing. You're always being tested, you know?
I like what Charlie said about circumstance, because I feel like, let's say there was no problems until now, and then until you decided to test him, like, then you're just making a problem. Because like Charlie said, if you're insecure and you're doing the test because of your insecurities, you can't blame him if he like fails.
But at the same time, though, is you don't really know somebody if things are always good. You know people when things are bad.
I feel like you guys practice this.
We did not.
Nah.
Like you guys have so much good answers that I can't even argue about
We're just
it.
really cool.
What are your views on guy code and girl code?
Wait, what are the codes?
What do you mean? What are the codes?
2319! We have a 2319!
Like don't date an ex or like don't date your friend's ex. Is that what you're talking
Kind of
about?
like,
That's-
okay, this is
Yeah,
what she
that's
said.
part of it too.
That's what she said yesterday. She was like, if one of your friends is cheating on their significant other, would you tell that significant other, or would you be on your friend's side and not tell?
One more time. I was thinking of how many codes there are.
Oh my god, what are you talking about?
Who comes up with these?
What, like, do you do girl code? Like, your friend who's a girl is going out with somebody and you've been friends with them for a very long time. You guys are somewhat close. Then she cheats on him, let's say by accident. Let's say she was drunk and it was an accident.
Okay.
So she cheated on him when she was drunk. Would you tell him, or would you do girl code and not tell him?
I would tell her to like tell him. It's not my problem.
Yeah, but that that's doing
not mine.
that's doing girl code. As long as there's no right or wrong answers. What? I wanted to know if Charlie does guy code.
Oh, if this guy code?
Like I said before, I don't really know. Like, you gotta be ethical. I know people want to consider it a code, but
I mean, here, would you
A code of ethics?
Would you
there you
want?
go.
What?
A code of ethics.
No, would you want your? Would you want me to tell you when if Liza cheats on you?
I'd always want the truth.
Okay,
to be honest.
exactly.
Yeah.
Then,
I mean, then you have-
Then for Charlie, that means he doesn't do guy code. That he does a code of ethics.
Wouldn't you want somebody to tell you if he was
I'd rather have the truth.
cheating on you? You know, coming from.
But if you can't handle the truth,
that might ruin
just
like
kidding.
our friendship. But I mean, at least
I'd rather be like,
honest.
Yeah.
I guess.
I'd rather have the truth than to be lied to.
I should just do donuts.
I just hope I don't.
How do you feel about couples who live together?
That's cool, I guess. I mean, if you guys like met a week and then just moved in, that's a little fast. But being a couple living together, I don't see it as being a problem necessarily.
So when do you think is the right time to move in?
Everybody has a different right time, you know. It's all
That's why I said you.
circumstantial.
What do you think?
Huh?
What do you think? When
Like
is-
not even like saying like you and Liza, but like what do you think like a guesstimate of like how long you
Yeah,
live together?
so
It's all circumstantial.
Not just like length, but like financially.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like yeah.
Like
I mean, are you guys ready for one?
Yeah.
Like, as an individual and as a couple.
it's
to
like a
move
big
in.
step.
And financially, what else is there?
Can you cook? Can you clean?
It's like a lot of
I feel like I feel like sometimes though, even when you think you're ready, you're not ready.
yeah.
If you're thinking, then you're not ready. When you know, you know.
I think it's not a good idea. Like before getting married, like I don't think it's a good idea to.
Why?
Because
I think it is.
shout out to Asa and Nico and Ralph. We agreed that finance is what's always gonna like come. It's always gonna come to a head. Like we feel like finance is like the main problem. Because once you start fighting about money, I feel like that's something that can't end. Whether or not you solve the money problem already, I feel like that's like I don't know. It's just gonna be.
Well, wouldn't that be something you would want to talk about with them before moving in, anyways?
And wouldn't
No, I
that
know, like-
happen when you're married too.
Right. That money can always be in the middle of something. Like it's always gonna be a problem for some other people. But the thing is, like, if you wait until you get married to live together, like, how would you know, like, they're okay to live with?
Yeah.
How would you know they're not gonna f up anything you put on a table, and they're not gonna break anything, and they don't sleep crazy, and they don't snore crazy?
That's what I was saying about what if you think you're ready, but you're not really ready. That's what I was saying. And then And then when Liza was talking about, yeah, but that can happen when you're married. Okay, but that you're married, like, you're not gonna be like, okay, obviously I can't live with you, so we're not gonna live together or something. You're not gonna do that when you're married. But no, I'm saying, like, when you're in a relationship, then you'll be like, oh, I can't live with this person. Maybe, I don't know if we're gonna take a break or if we're just not gonna live together or whatever. But that's what I'm saying is the difference between when you're in a relationship and when you're married.
But you said you don't think it's a good idea to live together until you're married.
Yeah.
But how would you know how they live? Like, how would you know that you're comfortable living with them if you're not going to live with them before you're married?
So once you're married, you're married.
Exactly.
That's
what I literally was about to say that.
It's like,
But that's the thing.
You're just sticking with them because you're married.
Right. It's not because you want to.
Yeah. It's like, okay.
Whoa, if somebody ever thinks about that when they're married, they should not have gotten married. Because to me, like, if you're married and you say stuff like that, I mean, that's weird. That's a weird thought to have when you're married. Like, I'm just with this person not because I want to, but because we're married. That's a weird thought to me.
Just because you're married doesn't mean that you don't still think like a person. Like,
right.
I don't mean that.
I'm pretty sure people who are married think twice about their marriage. Like, still, but of course they work it out and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Ooh,
But
pause.
you can't really, like, stop your thoughts.
Filming a music video?
Probably. Let's go join them. Let me do donuts.
Let's go around the room. Would you live with somebody? Yes or no? Just yes or no. Would you live with somebody?
Yes.
Would you live with somebody?
Yes.
Would you live with somebody?
Yes.
Would I live with somebody? No, that's just me. Anyway.
Sure, this is a
Oh, Jesus.
Shareena Perena.
I wasn't doing anything!
Oh my God, I forgot to get you guys Fiji water. Do you guys need Fiji water?
I was gonna say that. Like,
I'm sorry.
I didn't bring a water bottle because I thought you would bring me water.
Right, we should have snacks and water
No,
bottles.
yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
like bring. Okay. Skirt. Oh, I have a burp and it won't come out.
Ginger ale.
You can say it with the
Canada Dry. Alright,
Alright, go.
when do you think a person is ready for marriage? What do you need to prepare beforehand?
You guys say it one more time.
I heard marriage.
Her marriage is completely shut off.
No marriage. No marriage. No marriage.
No marriage.
It's a loaded question.
Alyssa, no marriage. With my eyes closed. Not driving.
I said one more time.
Alright, so when do you think a person is ready for marriage and what should you get ready beforehand?
Your dress, your church.
No, I mean
relationship.
relationship nice.
And like to prepare, just to get to know the person a little bit more before you actually become in the process of getting married.
You gotta live together
There you go.
to get married.
What if, like, the girl's ready but the guy isn't ready?
The guy.
Or, like, how would she know if she's waiting?
Well,
And you know how, like, people want the guys.
then people can be proposed. Like, they can be engaged, I mean.
Oh yeah, a long
for
engagement.
A long engagement until you're ready.
No. I mean, like, she wants a propose.
Huh?
She wants him to propose. She's ready.
Then she should propose.
You think that's okay?
I think I don't see why not. I mean, it's always been like the guy proposing.
Would you do it?
Me?
Would I propose?
Yeah, would you? Like, because she said guys normally propose, but
I would
girls,
propose to a
She
guy.
thinks girls should propose, but would you propose?
I don't think girls should propose. I just think that if the girl is ready but the guy isn't, then
Yeah, but even when a girl really wants it, she's not gonna do that.
Yeah.
that's wrong. That's just, you know what? That's what's wrong with the
Well,
world.
that's too bad. You need to wait.
That is sexist.
But do you agree with what Timothy Delgado's girlfriend did?
What'd she do?
So they had been going out for like 5 years, and then like around the time it was their 5-year anniversary, she didn't tell him that she was gonna, but she went to a jewelry store and she got her finger fitted. She got her finger fitted, and then she picked out diamonds, and then she came home and she was like, babe, whenever you're ready, I went to this store and I picked out da-da-da-da-da, and you know, whenever you want to, then you can go there and get all of the stuff that you need.
He ever?
He did, yeah, they're engaged now.
Oh.
He did it a year later.
Well, you see, I have pride.
Well, she was ready.
Yeah, she was ready.
He waited a year.
I don't think you should have did it the same year though.
Hey man, you know when you don't text and walk?
You ever had a dream that
Let's get your Fiji water, guys, and snacks. We back.
Fiji water is the best. Just grab me a Fiji water and I'm back in the game.
Oh wow.
You know, I've never had Fiji water.
Me either. Yeah, this is your first time.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
Over and over.
But it's so good. I think I'm gonna be a lifelong client.
Yeah.
Fiji.
You should watch it. So good.
I can't watch TV.
But it's not TV. It's Netflix.
Can't watch. Just leave it at that.
I can't watch. So you're not gonna watch this?
I'll watch it because I'm in it, but no, I'm gonna
All the other videos we have, she's not gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch.
We're just gonna have to come over and play it all the time. And we should go to Best Buy and just play it on all the computers.
Should you ever try to fix someone? Like, I don't know if you guys have. Oh, sorry. I don't know if you guys have ever like experienced, like, you know what you're attracted to or what you like, whatever you want to call it, and then out of nowhere you see somebody who doesn't really fit that, and maybe they're the kind of person who doesn't have any aspirations or any ambitions, and you're in a relationship with them and they don't really want to go anywhere with themselves. Would you try to fix them?
Maybe motivate them, but not
I was
fix
thinking the
them.
exact same thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
You guys are meant to be. You guys.
I was thinking about the words in my head. I was like, maybe not fix, but motivate. You know?
Yeah.
Isn't that what I said yesterday?
Oh, you guys did this too? Like,
No,
No, we're doing like a dry run.
Yeah, like we were just going over the questions and I was answering them.
I think there is like a difference between fix and improve. What do you guys say?
What do you mean?
Like, I feel like if you're fixing them, you're saying like, oh, I can make them better. But if you're
Like you're telling
like
them
better and like you're better. But if you improve them, then you take into consideration like what they want to do. Like you mix it in there with the things that you want
what
to
they want to
do
what
to help
you
them.
want to do. Is their goal your goal?
Right. Kind of like, did you guys watch Shaun of the Dead?
The what?
Shaun of the Dead.
I saw the movie a long time ago, but I don't remember the plot.
Shaun of the Dead. So in Shaun of the Dead, he kind of was just like going nowhere in a dead-end job, and his girlfriend wanted him to, you know, do something and not keep doing the same thing every day. Like, he has the same job for like a couple years. He hangs out with his best friend all the time. Like, just they go to the same bar every time. Like, would you change that if somebody's like that?
I don't think I would be in that situation.
No, but I mean, like, you didn't know that you would like a person like that. They have other qualities that you like.
I see.
Yeah. You never like saw yourself with them, but you are in a relationship now. Like, would
If you're
you?
bound by other qualities that the person has, but they have like bad qualities like that, for example, I really don't know. I guess you could try as much as you can, but if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You know?
Like in the movie, it's unrealistic, but what got him to change was the whole zombie apocalypse. Cause
Very realistic.
what? We have zombies? Okay, so to wrap this up, what would you guys say to somebody who's gonna get into a relationship? Like maybe a piece of advice? What do you think?
I mean, in you guys' experience, what do you think really had to get done, like to be fixed in order to work a relationship? And you guys,
If I had to give,
you don't have to share your experience, but like, what is the one thing that you had to do?
the things that you want, don't settle for anything less than what you want. and be honest with yourself of what you want, and be honest with the person and say, this is what I want. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's just always strive to be ambitious and better, but ultimately be honest. Honesty, you know? With yourself, with what you want, with what you want to communicate. So it's the first thing that came to my mind.
For sure.
That's a lot of firsts.
Yeah.
Lysa.
I can't.
Okay, Shareena.
Well, I guess like with like Shareena, like she's right about like putting my pride down. That's one thing. You gotta like do new things. Get ready for an adventure.
Shareena.
Smart.
Be patient.
Be patient.
Yeah, that's just one thing.
For me, from the, you know, word to TLC, don't go chasing waterfalls. Take that how you want that.
If I had to give any relationship advice, I would say bring jeans.
Cause he wears the pants.
Bring jeans. I'll just laugh. That was a good one, Charlie. I don't understand it. Can you explain it off the camera?
Lysa said it. She said he said bring jeans, and then Lysa said because he wears the pants.
But I wear the pants.
Ooh.
They're ripped.
Ooh, they're ripped.
All the experience I've gone through.
Ah,